Well, hello. Yes, I'm gonna wait for you guys to come on. It's your girl Mel coming at you one more time. Let me see what's going on here. I always okay. Then I see people coming on in. Come on, come on. I'm waiting for you, lovely people. You know I start being inspired exactly at 7 a.m. And today's Be Inspired is really good. It's for the men and females. Hey, Britt. Hey, Tiff. It's for the men and females. And I'm gonna start by saying, females, don't be discouraged if you feel as though, let me say mothers. If you're a single mother out there, don't be discouraged. If you are a single father out there, don't be discouraged. We see you as well. And I don't want to talk about the fathers that are I'm going to say irrelevant. And the reason I'm going to say irrelevant, those are the ones that are not active in their kids' life. So we're not talking about them. We want to talk about the positive fathers, the fathers that are actually fathers and standing out there. And I know how it is sometimes when you feel like, I had a thing, I was having a conversation, and it was like Mother's Day, everybody go all out for. Father's Day, it's just like blah. And usually the gifts are work gifts, like work boots, a tie, somewhere to go. The churches aren't packed on Father's Day. And I'm going to say myself, because I have witnessed it. I got to 7 o'clock to start. I'm going to say myself that I have noticed that on on Mother's Day, they're uplifting the mothers. On Father's Day, I guess they're trying to teach you how to be a better man, but I'm just going to put this out here. I'm sure the better men are already at the church. You know what I'm saying? Because they're there. The ones that you need to be preaching to are probably outside. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, are you chastising us and telling us that we need to be better men, better fathers? You need to do. No, let's just stop. That's probably why the churches aren't full on Father's Day like it is on Mother's Day. Because I ain't lying. Mother's Day, you inspired, you ready to go. Yes, praising the mother. And then you get to church on Father's Day, they talking about you need to be in your kids' life. You know, it's just people. That's probably why it's empty. Hey, it's 7 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in to Be Inspired. I'm your girl Mel, and I'm getting ready to give you some tips if you didn't get anything, for your father or for your significant other for Father's Day. I'm going to give you a few ideas. The top, 5 or 6 ideas? Anyway, I jotted some down, get some things going. And I'm also going to tell you how to help our men. And listen, we're going to talk about what we talk about, but I have to say this to the fathers too. Sometimes a father will leave his baby's mama for another man's baby's mama. Don't forget about your kids. All right. So this is what I'm going to talk about. The top Father's Day gifts. I jotted some down to make sure that we're right. Razor sets instead of the work stuff. Razor sets, clippers, shavers, if you don't know what to get them. A robe and slippers. That's a good idea. A new gym bag. Keep it right, keep it tight, fathers, okay? And they got a new grill. It's called a Presto Fry Daddy. Let me know how that works. Because I want to see how it works. It looks pretty good. Televisions. Yeah, new TV. They might like that. Want to relax. And Alexa. You know how you be like, Alexa, tell me if my husband a good father. You know what I'm saying? Do the doggone thing. Also, season tickets to their favorite team. Those are great gifts. Now, I was last week's show on the Blog Talk Radio, blogtalkradio.com/Shop Talk with Mel. My guy guest on there, he said, I need an event. Like, have a cookout over at the house and just have a party, an event. Make it eventful instead of your basic colognes that add up on the doggone, the dresser and all that other stuff. Blah, blah, blah. Or why don't you just ask them what they want? Because what I've noticed is, like on Mother's Day, nobody really plans events on Mother's Day, like graduation parties, stuff like that. They're like, that's Mother's Day. But they will plan like a Mother's tea, brunch, something like that. But on Father's Day, graduation parties, anniversary parties, they were like, nobody is saying, hey, wait, it's Father's Day. I wonder, I ain't going to say nobody. I'm going to say this. I wonder how many people said, honey, what would you like to do for Father's Day? Or did they say, this is what we're doing on Sunday, like forget Father's Day altogether? You know what I'm saying? Good morning, Tisha, Helen, all you lovely people, Rhonda, that's on there. So if you don't know how to be a good father, or if you don't know if you are a good father, here are some ways to find out if you are. This is what they suggest. Some of them I suggest too. Spend your spare time with your children. Now, fathers usually don't have spare time because they're working all the time. But if you have to like change a tire, work around the house, something like that, make sure that child is there, because that's how they learn. Have them pass you the tools or the instrument. You know what I'm saying? If you got to fix the ceiling or something like that, instead of saying, get out the way, say, hey, come here. I need you to help me. Hand me this. Do this. You teach them and show them. Put your child's interest first. Listen, I can't say that enough. Put your child's interest first. And the reason I say that is sometimes we have the tendency to say, go sit down, and you don't see what they're interested in because you want to develop it. You know what I'm saying? Acknowledge it. That's it. Acknowledge it. If it seems seems like something outlandish, just acknowledge that they're interested in something, okay? And act like you're interested, even if you're not. You want to act like you are for your kid. I will say this, and I'll say this to the mothers. I'm going to say it to the fathers. Be good to yourself. And the reason I say be good to yourself, because if you aren't good to yourself, your child sees that. Your child see that. And guess what they'll say? And be good to your child's mom, your wife. Then that way, if you have a son, guess what? He'll know how to treat a female. And if you have a daughter, she'll know what to expect. And when I say be good to yourself, groom yourself, keep yourself all together, because guess what? That little girl is looking at you. And when she grows up and she go to look for a guy, she's going to look for somebody that, pretty much reminds her of her dad. And if he come in there with some dirty socks and her dad had on white socks, she'll be like, that is not the move. This is not going to work. So trust me, you lead by example. Also, say I love you to your kids. When you get the opportunity, just say I love you, even though they know, and you be like, oh, they know I love them. Hug on them. If you're not that person, that mushy person, just be like, give me a hug. Give me the guy to be like, oh, boom. Just show some type of affection, all right? And I told you guys before, remember, if you are not married and you're not with your child's mother, but you with somebody else's child's mother, and you over there spending all that time with them, remember, every time you look those kids in the face, yours are there waiting for you. So all in all, what it boils down to is spending time. Okay, that's something that you can't get back, and it means the world. All right, and make sure you go to the graduations. Y'all got it to that. So I'm going to talk about real quick, and I wrote this down because I don't want to forget anything. Real quick. Let's take care of our men, our fathers, our husbands, our boyfriends, our might as well dudes, and those are the ones that be like, well, I might as well marry her since she didn't been with me for 25 years. Anyway, you love them enough to stay with them. This is what I'm going to say. Hey, Lynette, how you doing? So this is what I'm going to say. Eating colorful have benefits. So for your mate, family member, whoever, uncle, cousin, all of them, for the men, let's make our men strong and keep them healthy to be here for a long, long time. So here's colorful eating has benefits. Let them know that, even if they don't like vegetables. But I'm going to put this to you real quick. The whites, I'm going to go ahead. Your white foods like your garlic, onions, antifungals, antivirals, and it also decreases inflammation. Real quick, green foods. Hey, a lot of people don't like green foods. Those are your blood purifiers. They support the liver and the kidneys. And I wrote it down because I don't want to mess you guys up. It eliminates toxins, your vitamin K, your broccoli. What else is green real quick? Spinach, kale, all that good stuff. Yellow, vitamin C's. That it prevents allergies, healthy skin, and it strengthens your tendons and ligaments. Those are your yellow foods, all right? Orange foods, beta carotene. Y'all already know that vitamin A, antioxidants, all right? And it's good for the eyes. And we're talking like, let me go back to the yellows too, is your lemons, your pineapples, in case you guys know grapefruits, okay? Orange, like I said, beta carotene, these are supposed to aid in prevention of cancer. And these are your oranges, like I said, with cantaloupe. I eat a lot of cantaloupe. It's supposed to aid with preventing cancer. Let's see what else is there. Oh, heart disease. I always talk about that heart disease. So eat your orange foods. We're talking about, like I said, your cantaloupes, oranges, all that stuff, sweet potatoes, stuff like that. Okay. Real quick, red. Eat your red foods. What does the red do? The red helps the circulatory system. All right, we talk about the blood. It helps with blood function, blood pressure. Let me see, what else does it do? We're talking tomatoes, beets, watermelons. Red bell peppers. Listen, you can't cook if you ain't using no bell pepper. All right, all right. Also, purple foods. Those have the most antioxidants in it, okay? And we're talking about, and it actually, I ain't even gonna lie, with the purple foods, it prevents overall disease, period. It's good for your health. You're talking your blueberries, if you like blueberries, you know what I'm saying? Eggplants, purple cabbage, blackberries. Now, the purple cabbage, now, the one time I did use the purple cabbage, and I'm gonna tell you I didn't eat it, but I used it because it's supposed to, like after you have a baby, and your boobs is all full. Well, I use this purple cabbage because my sister told me this. Put the purple cabbage around your breast area. You'll drain it out if you're not nursing your baby. And you'll go right back to the normal size because your girl was 44 triple E. I had beach towels underneath, taking a shower was hurting. Huge. Put that purple cabbage on there. What you say? I was back to normal. All right. Hey, lovely people. Thank you. Hey, good morning, Shelly, Nene, all you other people. I'm on a knee try. I got tired. I fell asleep. Can't believe it. I love you guys for listening. I told you I promised I wouldn't take much of your time. I wanted to, touch bases on fathers, grandfathers, uncles, cousins, all the fathers that you know. Let's try to help them by, remember, eating colorful. Tell them it helps them. All right. Those are some of the foods that you can eat. And that's, natural stuff that I done told y'all what to do. All right. You can do that and it'll keep them alive. That's the goal. All right. And again, I told you what the top gifts were. Again, I can't go around and tell you pretty much what they are since I got a little bit more time, and then I'm going to let you guys go. Those are your gym bags, robes, slippers, newer grills. The guys want an event. They want an event, or they might just be like Mother said, well, you just want to relax and do nothing. Your kids want to come, and take you out. You be like, oh God, I got to put it together. So ask them, ask your fellas, what is it that you want to do for Father's Day? Because I'm going to tell you right now, I done talked to several of them. They tired of the tie, they tired of the cologne, work boots, a grill, the spatula. Now, if they like to cook, then okay, that's good. But let's be honest, ladies. If your man gave you pots and pans for Mother's Day, how you gonna feel? You'll be like, that's for you. Give me a break. What are we doing? Or a work uniform, and you getting him work boots or a work uniform. Don't come my way with no work uniform on Mother's Day. I'm like, for real? Then you give me that on my birthday because I appreciate it. But I'm gonna need you to give me something for me that I would like to enjoy. And usually, fellas and little kids, they all ask, Mommy, what would you like for Mother's Day? But I don't think they're asking the fella, what is he like? Because he's the provider, the protector. Can't he kick his heels up, honey? Because you got him some work boots. He got to put his feet in there. How those fit? Ask him what he want. Make an event. Have a party. And all they really need, honestly, because men are easy. All they really need to do is feel needed and wanted. All right, that's my time, lovely people. I thoroughly enjoyed you as I do each and every single Friday. Find you, embrace you, most importantly, always, always love you. Until next week, people, you know what it is. Be inspired right here every Friday. Peace. Y'all know I can't get this thing on time for nothing.